بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Yo Show, Ask Eman, the show where it gives you the opportunity and the platform to call us here in our studio by calling us on 0203 51507 69. That's 0203 51507 69. And for those of you who prefer to send us the messages, please remember to continue doing so. And the details that you need to know, inshallah, is on the left-hand side of your screen, bi'idhnillah. Brothers and sisters, we are live streaming on Facebook, so please remember that if you do have any question, do drop it down below or share the link, inshallah, so others can benefit from the answers and the question that you ask us, bi'idhnillah. And for those of you brothers and sisters that live overseas, you can always use our WhatsApp number, so don't feel like you're left out. So you can take part in the show by calling us on that number that you'll see on your screen, bi'idhnillah. I'll be your host for the next hour, Mahmoud Yusuf. With me, I have my beloved Shaykh, Shaykh Abdul Qadir, Abdul Qadir Ambe. So I had to think about that.
Don't become like
Shaykh Abdul Qadir.
non-Arabs. Ali Ambe.
I want to make sure that everyone can understand the pronunciation. Obviously in Arabic is Ali Ambe, but كيف حالك شيخنا?
Alhamdulillah.
I hope you're well, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Barakallahu feek for being here with us, inshallah, today.
Just tired and getting old, that's all.
Nah, Shaykhna, you still look a lot more younger than you should be, but alhamdulillah. Khair, inshallah, Shaykhna, as usual, inshallah, if you can start our show with a quick reminder, so that way our brothers and sisters can benefit from the beautiful reminders our beloved Shaykh usually give us before the beginning of the show, so that way we can get all our questions for you. So if you can bless us, بإذن الله.
جزاك الله خير. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Always we remind each other first and foremost to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why we always say, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته. Oh, who you believe, fear Allah, the fear that Allah Ta'ala deserves. And even though we cannot do that, Allah Ta'ala has been kind to us subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He said, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. Fear Allah according to your ability. Then we should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should always be aware and be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every aspect of our life and in every action. My advice to all my brothers and sisters who are listening, and especially my young brothers and sisters, as they are on holiday, they are on their holidays times, whether they are in primary, whether they are in high school, whether they are in universities, my advice to them is do not waste your time. Benefit from your time. Do not waste your time. The time of the young Muslim is valuable. And you should not say, because I have no class, I have no school, I have no uni, I'm just going to sleep and get busy with games. And I always say, our generation, we used to play football with our feet. But the generation of today, they play football with their hands. Do not waste your time. Your time is very valuable. If you are playing, play with your foot. And that your body will benefit from it. These days, benefit to learn the Quran. There is, alhamdulillah, a lot of conferences, benefit from it. There is a lot of lectures, benefit from it. Especially where there is seminars for Quran. Because the Prophet said in the authentic hadith, خيركم, is in Bukhari and other books of the Sunnah, خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. The best amongst you, among the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, those who study and learn the Quran, and then after that they teach the Quran. As I said yesterday in my reminder within the Q&A, your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he is going to say, Ya Rabb, inna qawmi takhadhu hadha al-Qur'ana mahjura. My people, they left the Quran. Hijrah. It's kind of immigrating from the Quran, leaving the Quran behind. And we don't want that. We don't want that complaint, that it falls on us as well. The benefit from these days to learn your Quran, to improve your Quran, to improve your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as I said, this is the month, last month was the month of putting the seed for your ibadah. And this month, the month of Sha'ban, is month of watering. Watering. What do you plant? And the month of Ramadan is going to be, insha'Allah, the month of harvesting, which you are going to gain what you train yourself, whether it comes to fasting, whether it's to Qiyam al-Layl, you train yourself from now. Let your nights alive and let your days for the fasting for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then insha'Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put the barakah for you. May Allah bless you and look after you all. Wa jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatuhu wa barakatuh.
Barakallahu feek, Shaykhana, may Allah reward you. Brothers and sisters, please join us after the outbreak, inshallah, where we will be able to ask your question on your behalf, inshallah. So for me and the Shaykh for now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to your show, Ask Eman. The show gives you the opportunity and the platform to pick up your phone and call us live here in our studio on 0203-515-0769. That's 0203-515-0769. Brothers and sisters, I'd like to remind you the purpose of that number that we keep calling out all the time for you guys, inshallah, is for you to pick up the phone and call us, inshallah. So the whole purpose of the show is to give you an opportunity and the platform to pick up your phone and call us live here and ask us your question, inshallah. We can answer it there and then. So some of us, some brothers and sisters, sometimes they do write to us and say, okay, I've sent my question, but you guys have not answered it. But we do answer it, subhanAllah. But sometimes you might not catch it because we go in order that we receive it. So if you want your answer to be answered for you on the spot, the best way to do it, inshallah, you pick up your phone and speak to our beloved Shaykh Abdul Kadir Ali Ambe. طيب شيخنا, we're going to continue inshallah with the WhatsApp question inshallah, or we're going to start with our WhatsApp question bismillah. So the first question is, it's in regards to Ramadan, making up the fasting in Ramadan. Now this is a question where a lot of people misunderstand, but yet again we're not talking about missing out days and how you make it up and what days you have to make it up. This is for those who broken their fast because of intercourse.
Okay.
Now the question here is, starts with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I've started my intention of fasting for the days that I fasted, that broke my fast in Ramadan, to 60 days. And that 60 days fall in between Ramadan. Is my fasting with the intention of completing my 60 days equal with me fasting Ramadan? So I'll break it down because I had to read it 3 times for me to make sense of it.
To understand. Okay.
So the person that broke in their fast in the month of Ramadan because of intercourse.
Okay.
They didn't make up those days because we know Islamically they have to make 60 days.
Yes.
Which is 2 months in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this person has started, let's say for example, he started this month.
Okay.
And then that continued within the month of Ramadan.
Okay.
Is his fast valid for the month of Ramadan and the make up the days that he lost, or not lost out, he had to make up for the 2 months?
Nope.
Great news.
His fasting for the month of Ramadan is going to be for his month of Ramadan. And he has to carry on after Ramadan for making for the other month that he owes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why it is very important that we should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we should not play with the obligatory and the pillars of Islam. And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us that at night we can have a relationship with our families. Allah did not say to you for the whole month you should be fasting even from day and night. No, Allah Ta'ala, what you are fasting is maximum maybe 18 hours maximum. And then you have the whole night. Shaitan should not play with us, and we should not play our minds.
Sure.
And we should take care of this kind of issues. And this is no-go zone. If that's the case, and you know yourself, and you know your weakness, every man and every woman, they know themselves very well. If I know myself that I don't have the strength, I should avoid. That's why Aisha radiallahu anha in Bukhari, she said, when she was talking about the man touching his wife during the day of Ramadan, she said, Rasulullah used to do it. وَكَانَ أَمْلَكَكُمْ لِإِرْبِهِ. He was, alayhi salam, the man who can control his desires.
Okay.
He's in control. The desires, they are not taking over him.
Right.
If you know yourself that you are in control, it's another issue. But I always advise is avoid, even if you are in control. Avoid touching. Avoid getting close. Yeah. And when you break your fast, do your job.
No, avoid as much as you can.
Jazakallahu khairan.
Barakallahu feek. Shaykhana. طيب, next question we have, again, in regards to Ramadan. It starts with Assalamu alaikum. I was fasting to make up the days that I missed in Ramadan. Then I was called to eat and invited to my sister's house. Am I allowed to break my fast and do I get the reward, or do I continue fasting and refuse the offer? So this person was making up the loss for the month of Ramadan. So for example, they didn't fast in Ramadan. And let's say, for example, a month, 2 months later, they decided to fast to make up the fasting from Ramadan. And then an individual, her sister, invited her and said, "Come and have a lunch with me." Is she allowed to eat the food with the intention of getting the reward, or does she say to politely refuses to eat and continue fasting?
It's better to accept the offer of the invitation, and Allah will reward you for that. And because making up you have more time, then you can, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. And
so she has to make up that day that she just broke.
She has to make up that day.
So it's not considered as
the
intention.
No, the reward, yes,
but intention.
But in reality, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Barakallahu fiqh, Shaykh. We have a YouTube question here. Hazim starts with Assalamu alaikum. My question is, I asked this before, but I never heard the answer. So this is exactly what we meant by picking up the phone and asking your question. So sometimes we do answer the questions, but you just don't get the opportunity to, for whatever reason it is, inshallah. So I hope the brother or the sister is actually watching the show now. So I ask, this is the question. I am a convert from USA and I live in Egypt now. My brother no longer talks to me since my mom has passed away 2 years ago.
Who?
His mother passed away. So his brother stopped talking to him since his mother passed away 2 years ago. He's ignoring my messages. How do I deal with this?
Jazakallahu khairan. If your brother, believer or disbeliever, you have to try to get in touch with him.
Okay.
And you have to do all the possibility and all the time, all the effort that how you can get in touch with him. You do that regardless. If you could not do, and he ignores and he does not reply your messages, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't burden you with something that you cannot do it.
Sure.
لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Then we should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should do our best from our side, and we leave the rest in Allah's hands subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he has no problem, inshallah. This brother, may Allah ta'ala accept it from him, and he's doing his best, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't burden him with something that he cannot afford.
Bidhnillah. Barakallahu fiqh, Shaykh. Brothers and sisters, inshallah, hopefully you can join us after that break. So we're going to go for another quick break, inshallah. We'll see you soon. For me and Shaykh now. Assalamu alaikum.
We're going to go for adhan.
Wa barakatuh.
For adhan.
Adhan?
Yes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to Yo Show Ask Eman. SubhanAllah, I just remembered something. A lot of brothers and sisters usually ask me on my Facebook, why is you always, when it comes to after the ad break, you always seem to be laughing. But alhamdulillah, we seem to be enjoying ourselves most of the times whenever we go into the ad break. And obviously we have to be professional as much as we can on the show, inshallah. So this is the reason why you always catch me laughing, inshallah. So brothers and sisters, I'd like to remind you the number you need to call in our studio here if you want to speak to us and ask us your question, which you might want to do, inshallah. And the number is 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. And for those of you who prefer to send us messages, please remember the details that you need to know will be flashing on the left-hand side of your screen, bi'idhnillah. Brothers and sisters, forgive me, I did say Facebook Live, but we are on YouTube Live, inshallah. So if you do have any question, drop it down below or comment, inshallah, and we can get it live here, bi'idhnillah. طيب Shaykhana, we have a question here for you, inshallah. And this is from the WhatsApp questions, inshallah. So it starts with Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. I feel like Hajj is such a stretch for me. Is it okay to keep going for Umrah? For the sole reason that I can only save enough money to go Umrah because my income does not allow me to save for Hajj.
No.
I like how you just always start with.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's no.
No.
Okay,
Simple.
go ahead. What's the reason for that?
Reason for that is rather than going back like every year for Umrah. If you've done your Umrah once, and that's what is obligatory upon us once in a lifetime, then you collect, and inshallah within 2-3 years, inshallah you will be able to go for Hajj. And don't look for a luxury Hajj. 6,000 and a half, 7,000, 8,000, no.
No.
There is other packages which is much cheaper than that, which is affordable.
Like what?
And
talking about
yeah,
money-wise?
4,000, 3,000, 3,000 and a
There
half.
is?
Yes.
Okay.
And you need, because those, they might not have like 5-star hotel, 6-star hotel.
Right.
They might not have that.
Right.
But they have a decent and clean hotels.
No.
Go for it. Because you are going there for ibadah. As far as you have something clean and nice, and you can sleep on it, and then, because most of the time we try to spend in the haram, in the haramain, Mecca and Medina.
Sure.
We don't go there for 5-star and open buffet and so on. You grab anything on your way, and then you go and you concentrate on your ibadah.
Sure.
Then my advice to my brothers and sisters who can afford to save some money, save 3, 4, 5 years. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
And subhanallah, I have seen, we in this country we are talking like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I have seen in the Haramain some of the elderly, subhanallah, who is been collecting for his Hajj money, and they leave the lowest level of the life in the Hajj. They've been collecting for 50 years.
Huh?
Yes. 50 years. He's been collecting and saving whatever extras.
Right.
Saving. After 50 years, he could afford to come to Mecca and Medina.
50 years.
Yes.
MashaAllah.
And now we are saying, oh, can I just go again and again for Umrah? No. You've done your Umrah once. Be patient. I know it's nice to go back all the time for Umrah, but if your money, you cannot collect it within 1 year to go for Hajj, 2, 3 years, doesn't matter. And inshallah you will reach this pillar and you will fulfill it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for that. But don't take it light, and take it serious of what I'm saying to you. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا.
طيب Shaykh, and I have a question in regards to this matter.
Go ahead.
And hopefully, nope is not going to be the answer.
Inshallah, going to be yes.
Bidhnillah.
Bidhnillah.
And I'm thinking, if I, like obviously as a Muslim, you know as an individual that whenever your Iman is low,
Yes.
we call it the battery. today with language now.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel like your Eman is going low, your battery is actually is dying out, and you need to recharge it.
Yeah.
And you know the best place for that usually for certain people is going to the haram, because you want to, because as a Muslim you don't know when you're gonna die. True. And your time is limited, and you want to go and do your ibadah in the haram where you know everything that you missed out for the year is 100 times more of reward when you actually perform salawat in the haram. Yes. Now we know that obviously for what you just said, if you have not performed Hajj before, save up your money for that.
Yes.
But if you feel like as an individual your Iman is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, can you not just go and perform your Umrah for the purpose of boosting up your Iman?
No.
You just said it's going to be yes.
I said inshallah, but it did not go yes. It's going to no. Reason being, boosting the Iman, you can do other ways. Concentrating of your Quran. Do more fasting. Fasting Mondays and Thursdays. Fasting the white days. Fasting 3 days of every month. Any 3 days. Getting up for your night prayers. Reading the Quran. Coming to the masjid on a regular basis and trying to pray any obligatory prayer, any fard prayer that you pray in the masjid. And that way you can boost your Iman. There's other ways. That is not the only way to boost my Iman is going for Umrah. There is these other ways. And because you have an aim, if you reach your aim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. If you did not reach your aim and you die before that, Allah Ta'ala will reward you with full Hajj.
Allahu Akbar.
Then you are in win-win situation.
Sure.
That's my advice to all my brothers and sisters, that we should have that aim and that goal after we do once for our Umrah. What I should work on after that, and I put all my effort, is to collect money for going, inshallah, fulfilling for the Farida of Hajj.
Bidhnillah. Barakallahu feek, Shaykhana. Next question we have is from a sister. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
طيب. This is in regards to the Aada, which is the period, inshallah. So the question starts with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Is it permissible for me to delay my prayer and not do it as soon as the prayer time, as soon as the adhan sorry, it's not clear. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Is it permissible for me to delay my prayer and do not pray as soon as I hear the adhan, because I know my period is coming? So she wants to know, can she delay it because she wants to see if her period is going to start or not?
No. She should, as soon as she hears that the time enters, to be able to gain, inshallah, that obligatory prayer, she should pray straight away. As soon as the adhan finishes, pray your fard. Even if you worry that you might get the period, like if it's like dhuhr or fajr, even though you pray your fard first, to make sure that you get, inshallah ta'ala, the reward of praying that obligatory prayer.
طيب. Barakallahu feek, Shaykhana. Next question we have, what's up, Assalamu alaikum. Can a female lead a nikah ceremony?
Can a female?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. The feminism is getting very strong. No, my sister. We never heard that from the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and from the Salaf, and from the Imam of this deen. This is something, as I see it, is from the moderate or modern society. May Allah Ta'ala guide us all.
طيب. Barakallahu feek, Shaykh. Next question we have is again regarding a sister. Again, this is a sister leading Salah.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
Can a sister lead a Jama'ah Salah? Let's look at it let's look at it from
if she means
the female side.
No, if she means that she's challenging me in my position, no.
No, we're not talking. Hopefully, it's not.
Yeah, if
But
she means that, challenge me in my position, and she wants to lead the man and the woman both together,
no.
I'm going to say to my sister, no.
طيب. Well,
If she wants to lead the ladies, say for example, she wants to lead in Taraweeh, or she wants to lead other prayers and their group of ladies, there's nothing wrong with that. She can lead. She can lead, and may Allah Ta'ala accept from her. But she should strengthen her Quran, and she should learn her Quran properly, because it's very important that if we are trying to take that position is a good knowledge of Quran.
طيب بارك الله فيك Shaykh. Next question we have here is in regards to nasheed. It says Assalamu alaikum. Nowadays with vocals are being used with the young youth, Muslim youth here, and it's being used as a halal instrument, meaning that it's going to be used with the vocal sound effect. Are we allowed to listen to those kind of music?
Yes, inshallah. If it's not music, the vocals, inshallah, and nothing wrong with it.
But we're talking about the sound instrument. So you use your own vocal, your sound effect, to implement or to imitate the sound of the instrument.
That I don't advise, because that kind of like I am trying to
make it halalify it.
Halalify it. And I don't agree with that. And my advice to my brothers and sisters to avoid that.
Okay.
And as far as we can have nasheeds without music or without vocal music, then we should use that, inshallah ta'ala, and avoid anything that might have a shubha, or because shubha is very dangerous.
I know, and this is something that we've fallen into, but we can continue talking about it, inshallah, after the break, Shaykhana.
No problem.
So we're going to go for a quick ad break, brothers and sisters. Please join us after the ad break, inshallah. For me and the Shaykh for now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to your show, Ask Eman. Brothers and sisters, we have one more segment after this, I believe, and we have not had one call. And the purpose of the show, as I reminded you at the beginning of the show, is for you to ask us your question live, inshallah, by calling us on 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. And for those of you who prefer to send us messages, as usual, inshallah, as we are receiving majority of them, the details that you need to know is on your left-hand side of your screen. Bidnillah. طيب Shaykhana, we're going to continue with WhatsApp questions. And we've recently been getting a lot of, I don't know if you've heard about the halal meats debates that's been happening lately. And one of the questions is, as Muslim, we know that most scholars have said that stunning the animal is still halal for us because the animal is not dead. How authentic is this?
Bismillah. Alhamdulillah, as I discussed with a lot of brothers, a lot of Shaykh from Europe, who inshallah we trust their deen and their understanding, they said especially the cows and the goats and lambs and sheep, the stunning does not kill them.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them just go a bit dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, and then when they get slaughtered and the blood comes out, then inshallah and it's halal. But some brothers who went themselves to the slaughterhouses, they stopped from
buying it?
Kitchen, from the chicken.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because they said it's weak and the stunning of it.
It's high, the voltage.
Some of them, it might kill it.
Right.
That's why he said, my advice is to avoid eating the chicken if it's not been slaughtered properly. So
the cheapest option for us is the one we have doubts about, but the most expensive one is not doubtable.
Yeah.
Allah understand.
Allah make it easy.
Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Barakallahu feek. Shaykh, we have another question here about WhatsApp. It starts with Assalamu alaikum. If my parents earns from a maybe 30% haram income and I eat the food that they make, will I be questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for eating this haram food in the day of judgment?
SubhanAllah, same question has been asked to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu ardah, to a man who his earning is 50-50. Yours, as you are saying, mashallah, is 70 halal, 30 haram. He said the one who is 50-50, even that one you can eat from his food. If it's 70, inshallah, you can eat from their food. But inshallah, when you become independent and you can earn your own money, then it's better to avoid and advise them as well as much as you can, because you are responsible for advising your parents as Muslims and for them to get rid of this 30% haram business. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Barakallahu fiqh. Shaykhana, we have another question in regards to prayers that starts with Salamu alaikum. If you're praying sitting down, where would you put your hand when doing sujood?
When you're doing sujood,
some people, you have seen them doing this, some people have seen them doing that.
No, if you are praying on the chair,
sitting down.
Sitting down on the chair, and you are not prostrating properly, then you put it on your thigh.
Okay.
Put it on your thigh, close to your knees. You don't put it straight like that, and then you put your arm on your
thighs.
On your thighs, and that's forbidden.
So you put your hands on your knees?
Yes, and you do your sujood.
And your ruku' same way?
Your ruku' same way, but it's slightly deeper.
Deeper?
Yeah, your ruku'.
No, I mean ruku' is meant to be higher and sujood is meant to be lower, no?
Yeah, sujood is deeper.
Okay, I think so. Ruku' is deeper. Okay.
No, ruku' is little bit, and then Sami Allahu liman hamida, and then the sujood is deeper. Inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala.
طيب بارك الله فيك شيخنا.
Jazakallah khair.
Another question we have via WhatsApp again starts with Assalamu alaikum brothers. What are the etiquettes about women visiting graveyards? And this is in regards to taking part in funeral services, taking part in burial, not just visiting. I mean, let's start with visiting first, and then we talk about the others.
Let's put it all together in one go.
تفضل حبيبنا.
And she can take part of washing the body and passing her condolence to the family and so on, if like the body is in her husband's body, or and she can take if it's her mother's body and so on. And there's nothing wrong with that, inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala, coming also to the house where the body is getting washed and so on. But going to the graveyards is not allowed. And the hadith of the Prophet said, "Man ta'ala curse those women who visit a lot the graveyards, and those who built on it. May Allah curse them all." And it's because they took from the hadith that it's not allowed. And Aisha, she asked, if I pass by the graveyard, what should I say? Rasulullah taught her the dua, that if the Muslim sister passes by the graveyards, she says salam to them, and she prays to Allah Ta'ala for them and for herself, inshallah ta'ala. But she doesn't go out of her house and she means to go
Give the salam.
visit the graveyards, even if that graveyard is for her own parents. She shouldn't. Her job finishes when the janazah goes out of the house and goes to the masjid. The janazah got prayed on it. Then after that, the woman, they should step down and come back to their homes. And that was the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and his companion and the great generations of this ummah and the aim of this deen. Inshallah, jazakallahu khairan.
Barakallahu feek, Shaykh. Next question we have starts with Assalamu alaikum. Regarding fasting, in my Jahiliyyah days, I did not know I had to make up my fast that I missed out or during the menstruation in the month of Ramadan. And this was when I was 13 years old to 33 years old. So we're talking about 20 years here. So do I have to make those fast up?
If that sister, may Allah Ta'ala bless her, she does not know exactly how much she missed and so on, then the right way is to repent to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala from that great sin that she used to commit, and she starts fresh with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and take care of her Ramadans and whatever comes after that, and she tries to fast a lot of sunnahs, inshallah, Mondays and Thursdays and the white days and every 3 days of every month and so on, and that inshallah Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will forgive her, and that will also fill any gaps, inshallah wa ta'ala, in her fasting.
Barakallahu feek, inshallah, barakallahu feek. Shaykhana, next question we have, is it true that your dua will be accepted when it's raining?
Yes, it's one of the positions of the acceptance of dua that Ibn al-Qayyim has mentioned in his book, and inshallah, because he said that the rain is hadith ahadin bi rabbihi, it's newly came from his Lord. Then we should concentrate inshallah on our dua when it's raining, especially in this country, those who live in UK and it rains a lot. It's an opportunity to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to thank him, rather than casing the weather and saying, oh, it's the bad weather today and it's all wet and so on. That's wrong of us. By us understanding this, we should pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should thank him. Allah ta'ala gave us that opportunity, that this is one of the times that Allah ta'ala accepts the dua, and we should raise hands to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make a lot of dua, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. Jazakallahu khairan.
Barakallahu feek, Shaykh. We have another question here. It says, in regards to Surah Al-Hud. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. When we cite in Surah Al-Hud, there is an ayah that starts with Bismillah majreha wa mursaha. ومرساها. Instead of مجريها, why do we pronounce it مجريها?
Oh, that's an. It's authentic from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Both riwayat, yes,
nice.
Both riwayat. It's authentic from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. مجريها ومجراها, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's called in imala kubra and imala sughra, and this imala kubra here majreha. Bismillah majreha wa mursaha.
What does it mean?
That's the Safina of Nuh. That's the ark of Nuh.
No.
And when it was moving, it moves by Allah's name.
مجراها ومرساها.
مجريها ومرساها.
Subhanallah. Next question we have. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. Why does the Quran sometimes use metaphoric language instead of being straight to the point?
I don't understand. What do they mean by that?
Do we have enough questions? Do we have enough time? Sorry, 50 seconds. So what do in the Quran sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some of the ayats is like, it doesn't get straight to the point, or doesn't say, like, for example, this is the punishment for you if you do this.
I would like to have more clear
طيب.
examples, then I can answer, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala.
Khair.
If not, then it might be put forward, inshallah, to the other brothers, other shaykh who are better knowledge than me, and I believe always they are better than me.
Then
inshallah, that's...
May Allah accept it from you, inshallah. Shaykhana, may Allah reward you for being here and answering our questions, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, barakallahu feekum for taking part on the show, for watching us, sending us some messages from me and the Shaykh. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.